Welcome to DentonRadio.com, powered in part by AccessBank, Texas. The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts and their guests are those of the show hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the sponsors, DentonRadio.com, or Discover Denton. For more information, visit the Policies and Procedures page at DentonRadio.com. Welcome back to DentonRadio.com, everybody. Appreciate you guys tuning in with us. We are sitting down with the one and only Eddie Renz, the man, the myth, the legend here in town. Also, the main man behind Stature Designs. Yep. So thank you very, very much for coming and sitting down with us today, Eddie. Really do appreciate your time.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We have been getting the opportunity to sit down with folks like yourself, business owners here in town who have been working with AccessBank through this whole difficult time, I guess is the proper adjective, and getting testimonials of how that process has been in working with them. AccessBank Texas is a good partner of ours here at Denton Radio, as well as in the Discover Denton Welcome Center, and a lot of the projects that we get to do, as well as a lot of projects all around town. We're also customers of theirs, and so anytime we get to talk with anybody about AccessBank, it's a real treat. So I understand you've gotten to work with them as well through this entire process, so we wanted to get your kind of testimony on that and what that's been like. But before we do any of that, let's go into who Eddie Renz is for anybody that's watching and doesn't know, and what you do, and tell us about Stature Design and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, excuse me. I've been I went to Liberty Christian High School and graduated in '93, and then actually graduated from Texas Women's University.
Wow.
And so I'm definitely a Denton local.
No
and
kidding.
Love being here. But yeah, Stature was born from Chemist Creative, which I started in 2009 when I used to work for Texas Instruments. And
cool.
I used to work and do kind of projects there that weren't design related, but all of my stuff looked really pretty. So people were like, you should do this for a living. And I was like, oh, so when I got laid off from there, that's how my web design career got started. So.
That's cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So you've had stuff here in the Discover Denton Welcome Center ever since Denton Swag with your posters and some of the T-shirts that you've created and some really cool stuff. You've been involved in numerous things throughout the community. What was it? 2019, you took the trophy, a United Tribute, and danced the night away. Tell us a little bit about all of that, and as well as some of the other organizations. You sit on a lot of boards and are super involved.
Yeah, I love being involved in the community. In 2019, got to dance with Cody Guthrie, and we won. We beat Weston Thagard.
Love it.
He's over at AccessBank. He's a winner there, but not necessarily on the dance floor.
Ooh, Weston. Weston, shots fired, my man.
And I like to carry my trophy around whenever he's around just to let him know that he could have had that, but he didn't. So, yeah, it was really fun getting involved in that community project. Giving back, I had grown up in church and spent a lot of time working at Denton Bible and different things. And then as I got older, I started doing more with Serve Denton.
Cool.
I had started out doing their branding. They later said somebody else redo the logo and do it different. But I'm now also on Fred Moore Day School Nurseries board, and did Leadership Denton, just finished that up.
Wow.
And so just really love this community, the people here, and there's a lot of people who do a lot of hard work and giving back in this community.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. We'll love to get to hear about that and all the cool things you're doing, and always love to get to hear when we've got some cool Dentonites that are getting involved and giving back. But let's talk a little bit about AccessBank and what that process has been like, because you've been working with them both personally and professionally. So walk us through what the AccessBank experience has been over the last few months.
So, yeah, they've been helping me with my PPP loan, which I didn't know if I was going to be able to get approved for or not. And they also helped me with a loan back in 2017. And then my Denton Swag account is with them. The Denton Swag that I do the posters, I have an account there with them because I wanted to use a local bank with my local business that I was doing. But, yeah, Michelle has helped me. Has worked with me on a number of projects, including designing the ITMs. I've done a lot of brochures for them, and even for this pandemic, we did some little bottles of hand sanitizer, so I got to design that. So it was last minute. She was like, hey, can you get this knocked out for me real quick? And I was like, yeah, I love helping them out and working with them.
Very, very cool. So we were talking a little bit before. You kind of had a different structure with your PPP loan that they were able to really help you out and answer a lot of those questions. Can we go into that a little bit?
Yeah, I wasn't certain. My CPA was like, "Why haven't you applied for this, PPP?" And I was like, "Well, am I eligible?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, what's best is if you find a local bank that has people that are dedicated to this." And I was like, "Well, I know exactly who to go
Yeah.
to." I was like, Michelle and Weston. I had seen even some emails on that, and I said, "Well, let me go talk to them." And then Michelle was like, "Hey, Eddie, your LLC is no longer valid because you let it lapse." And I was like, "Really?" And so she sent me the links, and I was able to go and get all that fixed and straightened out. And then they pushed it through, and it all happened so easily. And I literally went in on like a Monday and had the money in my bank by Thursday. So I was
Wow.
like, "Wow, I think they're magicians over there."
That's cool. Very, very cool. Well, and that's what we've been hearing from everybody is that, their banking experiences have not always been super smooth, but with AccessBank, they're able to get their questions answered. They get the PPP taken care of super quick. And then you also had some personal loans with them on some property you were looking at too, right?
Yeah, we had bought some land off of Ganza. It was 18 acres, and it didn't have a
Wow.
well. It didn't have electricity. And when you have just raw land, is what that's called,
Yeah.
it doesn't. Banks oftentimes don't want to invest in that or allow you
Sure.
to purchase that. And so we had talked to a couple other banks in town, and someone was like, "Hey, you should use Access." And I was like, "Well, do they do that type of loan?"
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you just make assumptions that
Sure.
some banks do this, some banks don't do this. And so when we went and talked to them, they were like, "Yeah, we can help you." And I was like, "You sure?" And
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah." And so they magically, once again,
I love it.
it's like Harry Potter over there. Everybody's magicians. They made it happen. So
That's so cool.
they have my business, and I'm looking to get another loan on a house later this year.
Cool.
And I'm already talking to them about that one as well.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's so good to hear from somebody who's been in Denton forever, super involved in the community, and having such a great experience with such a great local bank that's so involved with so many different things going on around town. So love getting to hear stories like this. And Eddie, thank you very much for all your time to come and spend with us this morning. For anybody that wants to find more out about Stature Design and you and everything, what's a good website for them to go to?
So staturedesign.com
Okay.
is my main website, and then dentonswag.com is where I sell the prints that are of the courthouse and the
Yeah.
campus theater and Corn Kits and Frenchie. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, make sure you check it out. Denton Swag, as well as Stature Design. He's the guy, the man, the myth, the legend, Eddie Renz. Also, make sure you are checking out Access Bank Texas, member FDIC. Good friends and partners of ours, as well as lots of folks here in town. Couldn't speak more highly of them. Always appreciate your support, Access. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in with us right here at DentonRadio.com. Well, thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the show. We want to thank our partners and sponsors who made this show possible. And now stick around for a word from all of us here at Discover Denton. Denton, Texas, where your next great experience awaits. In these unexpected times, your health and safety is our number one concern. This will not last forever, but for now, we send you love from afar. It may not be tomorrow, but as soon as you are able, we look forward to having you visit. Denton's music, food, art, and community will be waiting right here, ready to greet you. Stay safe, we wish you the best wherever you are, and we will see you as soon as we can in Denton, Texas.